All right, y'all. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. It's your brother Apollos back with these righteous reactions, giving all praise to the Most High God Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son Yahweh Shah. All right, we back with another one. More madness, more of the craziness that's going on out here that got our communities upside down. Again, we do this to try to help out these families, man. Help out the righteous families that want to do it the right way. It's a lot of craziness to the point where we believe that this is normal. We believe that this is how it's supposed to be. This is how God designed it. Whole time the devil done took hold of this thing, man. He got everybody thinking that, evil is good and good is evil. As prophesied, he have deceived the whole earth. So we got to see these things and we got to compare it to the scriptures so we know we not crazy when we like, this don't feel right. Something ain't right about this. How is she able to run the whole house, but she can't protect the whole house? It just don't make sense. And, what we do here is we just try to get our people to see common sense, or what's supposed to be common sense, because it just ain't common no more. And the Bible is clear on these things, on how family's supposed to be ran, how the woman's supposed to behave, how the husband's supposed to deal with his family, and everything been turned upside down to give the woman power, which destroys the home. So we're going to get into this so-called dating coach right here that ain't doing nothing but lying to people out here and got our sisters all upside down, man. And it's crazy. But our sisters listen to it like it's just what the Lord said. You know what I'm saying? It's completely backwards, man. But we're gonna jump into it, and I'm gonna give my reaction, and I'm gonna throw y'all some scriptures at the end so y'all can see what it's really supposed to be.
A woman should be the dominant and a man should be the submissive. That's
Yes, because y'all follow commands. You go do. You go do. And she gonna tell you what to do. Because here's the thing. If y'all don't have somebody telling y'all what to do, y'all are going to be reckless. And so women are divorcing y'all in these relationships because they are allowing you to quote unquote lead, and they're being submissive. And since y'all can't lead yourself, y'all leading her into the ground. So here's the thing. The natural order is for the feminine to be the leader. If you give to the feminine, right, the feminine is always going to regenerate life and everybody's going to be taken care of. Y'all are territorial. Y'all just want the image of leadership. You just want to be out in public. I'm the leader, but all of the responsibility is actually on the woman. The leader takes the majority of the responsibility. If women allow men, which means she submit, all right, and allow him to lead, she don't have no control over what he's going to do. She's steady submitting to him. Women have to change their minds and realize that they ain't supposed to submit to men because men just going to do what you allow them to do, because they don't have no governor on their own behavior to know when to not do something, to know better. They don't know. They just going to keep being reckless. And they're not going to take care of your feelings because they're only concerned about theirs.
Yeah, that's what we're dealing with, y'all. Go back to it. I'm gonna go ahead and give my opinion. I mean, it's, as you see, she's the queen maker. Far from that, because a righteous queen gonna obey a king and everything, as the scripture says. But these sisters look at this type of stuff and just get caught up into it, get sucked right into it, and think this how it's supposed to be. Because she just speaks so eloquently, she just speaks so sure of herself. Whole time she just one of Satan workers. That's just what it is, y'all. So let's go back through it real quick.
a woman should be the dominant and a man should be the submissive. That's
Yes, because y'all follow commands.
A woman should be the dominant and the man should be the submissive. How would that even make any sense in any place but America? In the place that's called the mother of harlots in the Bible, where they put women in control. This the only place that this makes sense in other white countries that do the same thing and have the same doctrine. The woman cannot protect her house, therefore she cannot be the dominant person. You can't dominate somewhere where you can't dominate. It's that simple. You cannot be the dominant if you can't dominate. You cannot be that person in charge if you can't protect the house. All right. Women thinking that they can dominate is just something that this country taught them. This is not real. This is a fantasy. It's fake. And you're not gonna get a man, like a real man, an actual man, that's gonna deal with a woman dominating him. You're not gonna get it. You're gonna get a softer man. And at the end of the day, you're not gonna want to deal with that man no more because you're gonna see that he's too weak to actually lead your house or protect your house. Because you as a woman, you know that you can't protect the house. It don't matter what she gonna tell you. That don't matter. You know that you can't protect your house. You know that you can't. If somebody come through that door, you looking for him to protect. You ain't gonna step out in front of him and be like, "Nah, I got this move." So at the end of the day, it's going to disgust you to be around a man that you can dominate, that you can tell what to do. And this is why the households are so upside down and they being split apart so easily. It's because the woman feel like she done conquered you already. Brothers, take heed. God's way is the only way. He said you're supposed to be in charge of your household. And at no point in time is she supposed to be able to tell you what to do. She's supposed to listen to you and obey you in everything, as the scripture says. Let's keep going.
You go do. You go do. And she gonna tell you what to do. Because here's the thing. If y'all don't have somebody telling y'all what to do, y'all are going to be reckless.
And this is the exact opposite. If the woman don't have nobody telling her what to do, she's the one that's gonna be reckless. She's not doing nothing but turning everything upside down and trying to make the man into the one that don't have no sense. When the whole time it show you in the Bible that the woman have to be led. And if she's not led, it tell you she gonna abuse herself through over much liberty. We went through that in the last video. Y'all check it out. If a woman is not led, then she's going to abuse herself. She has to be led. She was designed to be led. She was designed to have a head, to have a man over her to tell her what to do. She wasn't designed to be on her own. So therefore, she can't do something that she's not designed to do very well. She can do it. It can have the appearance of her succeeding in it, but she's not really succeeding in it because her purpose for being here, her purpose on earth is to serve her husband and everything. She's not fulfilling her purpose, so she's not doing what she was designed to do. And she's gonna do that job very well if she actually, embrace the job, embrace what God made her to do. She can do that job perfectly, no problem. But when she go out and try to be a man and try to do manly things and try to run a household, it's gonna be complete flaws in it because that's not what she was designed to do. Just like anything that's not designed to do something and you try to put it to do that.
And so women are divorcing y'all in these relationships because they are allowing you to quote unquote lead, and they're being submissive. And since y'all can't lead yourself, y'all leading her into.
These women are divorcing because America's promising them something that's not realistic. So they're telling them that you're going to get this strong, dominant, masculine man, and he's going to be so strong and be able to control every other situation except you. You're going to be able to tell him what to do. You're going to be able to control him, but he's going to be this powerful man. It's impossible. It don't work like that. So once you find out that you can't have both, that's when the relationship ends. You can only have one or the other. You either gonna have a masculine, dominant man that's in control of his house, or you're gonna have a man that's weak that's gonna allow you to control his house. You can't control his house if he's an actual man. He's not gonna let that happen. But if he'd been softened up by America and by the single mother mentality today, which lets the woman teach her son that, a woman could be just as good with this, and just completely poison the mind of the young man, then yeah, he'll be able to be ruled over, and then you'll find out later on that this is not what you want. But if you actually want a man, you want somebody that your son can look up to, your daughter can look up to, you're going to see it have to be somebody that's going to rule their house, which means he going to rule you because you in his house.
To the ground. So here's the thing. The natural order is for the feminine to be the leader.
Girl said the natural order. We're going to get into that later. The natural order. Come on now. Like, this easy to see that she don't know what she talking about. Easy. She going into the natural things, which we can go back in the Bible and see what nature is supposed to be like, how it's supposed to be. And she got the audacity to say this is the natural order for the woman to try to run things. That's upside down. It don't make sense.
If you give to the feminine, right? The feminine is always going to regenerate life and everybody's going to be taken care of. Y'all are territorial. Y'all just want the image of leadership. You just want to be out in public. I'm the leader, but all of the responsibility is actually on the woman. The leader takes the majority of the responsibility. If women allow men, which means she submit, all right, and allow him to lead, she don't have no control over what he's going to do.
They go that word control. So you mean to tell me she wants control? But if a man wants control, it's a bad thing. He's controlling. When the Bible actually tell you that a man is supposed to control his house, because the woman's supposed to obey him in everything. That means he has control over what she does. If he say do it like this, that's how it's supposed to be done. Or it's a sin, according to the Bible, because she's supposed to obey everything he says, just like Christ said it himself. That's the bar that's set for these women. Instead, we allow them to change it up. And you see how she's sitting here all manly, the way she got her legs all open. She wearing a man's outfit. I mean, come on now. We can clearly see what's going on. She got a masculine spirit on her, a manly spirit on her. So this is why she able to tell us this craziness with a straight face. Whole time, she know that she can't do nothing like a man. She can't. It's real simple, man. Again, you find these things out when men are actually needed, like when something break in the house, like when the tires go flat or something on the car messed up. You sure don't want a woman coming. You sure ain't gonna take your car to a mechanic shop where it's all women. You damn near don't even want a woman to work on your car at all. I know I don't. So you find out that they actually want a man to take this position when things go wrong because they want a man to fix their problems. But instead, America is continuing to brainwash them, and they just eating it right up, man. They know what's right and wrong, but if they surround themselves with enough foolery, they just continue to make it feel or make it seem like it's right just because it feels right, and they're hearing it enough from other people. They're hearing it enough from other outlets. So they're like, okay, well, as long as I can sit in this and be comfortable with the way I'm hearing it from over here and hearing it from over there, I can just create my own reality. It don't work like that. Whole time you looking crazy out here, and you're going to end up single out here if you ain't single already, because this is against nature, contrary to what she done just said.
Steady submitting to him. Women have to change their minds and realize that they ain't supposed to submit to men because men just gonna do what you allow them to do because they don't.
Men just gonna do what you allow them to do. Again, how can the person that's dominant be allowed to do something? How can the stronger person be allowed to do something? No, the stronger person is the one who's allowing the weaker person to do something. That's how it works, because he can control the situation, whether it be physically, spiritually, mentally, however. And it's crazy how women really think and got in their head that men and women are equal. Like the Most High, set them together. When he made them together, he put them right there next to each other. I'm gonna make this one stronger. I'm gonna make this one with this brain. I'm gonna make this one with this brain. But it's the same brain, but everything else is unequal. He's faster, he's quicker, he's able to do things on a whole nother level than she can do. This one protects this one. This one don't protect this one. But same brain. That's not how it works. The man is able to process information faster, The man is able to think on his feet faster. The man is quicker with his mind, not just with his hands, not just physically. He is a better supreme being. That's not wrong to say. It's facts. But if women will not accept this, they will never get with somebody that they actually want to be better than them. You want a man to be stronger than you. You want a man to be faster than you. You want a man to be smarter than you. But then when you actually say it out loud, it's like, nah, I don't know about that smarter part. You just fooling yourself. Whole time you saying you want somebody to lead you. If you want somebody to lead you, he have to be smarter than you. He have to know things that you don't know so he can lead you and guide you through these things. But instead, y'all just choose the delusion. Y'all choose to stay in this delusional place thinking that both sides was made equal. When the reality is the man was made first, and then he said, you know what? It's not good that man should be alone. I'm going to make him a helper, a helpmate. That's somebody to help him. All right. This is how it was done. It wasn't made identical next to each other. And then he took a piece of the man and made a woman. So this is not a full being that he just made. This is a piece of this being, and he made a subspecies called the woman to have the main purpose of serving this man. That was the whole purpose, to help this man in everything that he need, to the point where he wrote it in the laws that this is her job, is to help him in everything. And now y'all acting crazy. Boy.
Have no governor on their own behavior to know when to not do something, to know better. They don't know. They're just going to keep reckless. Have no governor. Women have to change their minds and realize that they ain't supposed to submit to men because men just going to do what you allow them to do, because they don't have no governor on their own behavior to know when to not do something, to know better. They don't know.
But the women know, huh? So she say that the men don't have a governor. Christ is our governor, all right? He's the one that tells us the difference between right and wrong. And we got to trust in him and lead our lives, our households, and our wives the way he said do it. That's our governor to tell us if we're doing something right and wrong, all right? That has to be understood. If not, yeah, the man gonna lead the woman in the dirt. But guess what? Him leading gonna be better than her leading. Either way you cut it. Either way you cut it, because the men are designed to lead from the beginning, and the women are designed to follow. That's the reason why they always say they want a leader. That's the reason why men never say they want a woman that's a leader, that's gonna lead them. That's never been. I never heard it. I'm pretty sure most of the people watching this video have never heard a man say, I want a woman that's going to lead me and that's going to guide me, because that's not what women were designed to do. The job that they was designed to do, they hate that job because America make them think that they're supposed to be equal while they still looking for leaders at the same time.
They're just going to keep being reckless. And they're not going to take care of your feelings because they're only concerned about theirs.
Because it ain't about feelings. It's about obedience according to the Bible. Once you obey your husband, you're supposed to get joy in making him happy. All right, this is how it actually works. Then your feelings will be taken care of. But when your feelings are outside of the order, that's when your feelings don't matter. But you hear what she said. Now check out little sis right here. And this is two completely different pages. But check out little sis right here, just showing you that this is not just one person saying this. This is being spread throughout. And there was another video. I can't find the full video where the sister was saying she only dealing with men that obey her. That's the only men she'll deal with. It's just letting you know this thing is running rampant like wildfire.
My type of man is a man that just do what I say. He's powerful, boss, heavy hitter, boom, big stepper, but he do everything I say. And the type I like, Papa.
A woman should be the dominant.
You hear the delusion. This is full-fledged delusion. You want him to be Superman, super nigga, but you can tell him what to do. Nobody else can. He control every other situation. But when it comes to you, I'm so sorry. That it's not, it doesn't make sense. He's going to control his household if he's a boss everywhere else. And this only only in this crazy country where a man can be a millionaire. Like we have these brothers that have a whole, $200 million from a contract. And they got a whole stadium full of women that'll do whatever and ready to submit, ready to serve them in every way they ask. And they go home to their wife, and their wife talking to him like a little boy. LeBron James is one. We done seen that several times. That girl slapped his phone smooth out his hand. He trying to just sit there and record and have a nice little family. Just like, nigga, I ain't got my makeup on. Slap his phone clean out his hand. A righteous woman that respects her husband would never slap his phone out his hand like that. Never. Because it tell you she's supposed to obey her husband as unto Christ. She'll never slap nothing out of Christ's hand. It is a sin to treat your husband in a way that you would not treat Christ. That's a sin. It's not because I say it, it's because that's what's written. Ephesians 5:22. But listen to the sister one more again.
Man is a man that just do what I say. My type of man is a man that just do what I say. He's powerful.
He's powerful.
Boss. Heavy hitter. Boom. Big stepper. But he
Big stepper. This is delusion, y'all. Why would he bring himself down to a woman's level to be stepped on by a woman when he's a big stepper, boss? Don't make no sense.
do everything I say.
Not some things. She said everything that she say. What a coincidence. The Most High said the woman's supposed to do everything the man say. But it's cool when the woman want a man to do everything she say, though. It's cool when it's happy wife, happy life. But when we actually say how the order's supposed to be, oh, you a male chauvinist. You this and you that, because they actually hate God at the end of the day. They hate the way that God made woman, and they show that with their actions and the things that they say. They don't even realize that they're doing it. Whole time they're going against God by saying these things. I want a man that's going to do everything I say. This is craziness. It don't make no sense, but you want a leader. You want somebody that's going to protect you. No man wants to protect a woman that act like this. No man want to protect a woman that feel like she don't need to be protected because she's equal to him. Let's get these scripts, man. This is crazy. All right, we're going to jump in Proverbs chapter 23, verse 26. It says, "My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways." This is what you got to understand, brothers. You got to give your heart to the Lord. You can't be giving your heart to these women out here. You got to give your heart to the Lord. The Lord is going to guide you right. He said, let your eyes observe his ways. I mean, look at the paper and see what he said you're supposed to do, because that's what's going to keep you from getting your life destroyed by one of these women. That's what's going to keep you from running into the wrong woman and taking her as a wife. He said, let your eyes observe his ways, for a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman, which is a whore, is a narrow pit. Y'all have to understand this. We cannot allow whores to destroy our household. And that's what it comes down to. These women with this whorish mentality are the ones that want to rule over men. They the ones that want to have men running around doing what they tell them to do because they have a whore's mentality. Not just whores in this life, but whores against God. He say, my son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman a narrow pit. We got to understand that, brothers. This Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. It says, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. That's what we always talk about. The laws of God is what's going to lighten your path. The laws of God is what's going to lighten your path and show you the difference between right and wrong. Without the laws of God, you're going to be doing everything backwards. You ain't going to understand what's going on. He said, for the commandment is a lamp and the law is light, and reproofs of instructions are the way of life, to keep thee from the evil woman. This is what these laws do. These laws keep you from the evil woman because you're able to see the difference between right and wrong. It said to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of the strange woman. Yeah, she gonna run that game real good on you. Then as soon as y'all get married and she able to have control over it, everything flip. Now she ain't the same type of woman she was before. I wonder why. It's because this country done told her she can be what she want. All she got to do is game you up and get that ring. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. Let's see a little bit more on that. This is the GNT version. It says a lawless man will get a godless wife. Why? Because the laws of God show you what a good woman is. And if you don't have God's laws, you're going to get a woman that don't fear God. Why? Because you not vetting her with the laws of God. You're not using God's laws to choose a woman. You just choosing how you want to choose. And you're going by what America tell you, which is the complete opposite of what you're supposed to do. A lawless man will get a godless wife, as he deserves. But a man who honors the Lord will have a devout wife. A shameless wife enjoys making a disgrace of herself, but a modest wife will act modestly even alone with her husband. A self-willed woman is a bitch. Yeah, that's verse 25. That's what it say. It say a self-willed woman, meaning a woman want to do what she want to do. She don't want to do what you tell her. The Lord say this a bitch right here. You got to get away from her. That's why I said to keep you from the strange woman, the wicked woman. He say a self-willed woman is a bitch, but a woman with a sense of decency honors the Lord. A wife who honors her husband will seem wise to everyone. But if she dishonors him by her overbearing attitude, everyone will know she is ungodly. Everybody will know. Because we see what the Bible say, we see how she's supposed to act, and she's doing the exact opposite. This is an ungodly woman, because the Bible tells us what a godly woman is. Let me get that one in 26, get that one in the King James. It said, a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. And to disobey him is to dishonor him. He tell you this is how it's supposed to be. This is what I want you to do. And you're like, nah, I want to do it like this. That's dishonoring your husband. You talking back, going back and forth. That's showing pride to your husband. That's dishonoring him. Bible says you should be counted ungodly when he get to counting. Don't get it twisted. For this last one, it's 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. It says, for after this manner in the old time, the holy women also who trusted in God adorned themselves, being in subjection to their own husband. This is the natural way. This is the nature way. When she was talking about this is what is how nature's supposed to be. This is the natural thing. No, the natural thing is the women supposed to submit to their husbands. It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. Now, why would she call this man Lord if he wasn't her Lord? What does Lord mean? Well, Lord means master. That means he's the one in control. What do masters have? Masters have servants. That means she's in the position of a servant. She's supposed to be obeying him and trusting in him in everything. She's supposed to be letting him lead like y'all always say y'all want, but y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to do y'all part in getting led. Again, for after this manner in the old time, holy women also who trusted in God adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. This is how a holy woman's supposed to act. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Hope y'all got something out of this one today, man. I'll get at y'all next time. Shabbat Shalom.